Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. This is the Dorks podcast. We got the three gentlemen here with me. We got the D for Dennis over here.
Hi.
We got ourselves the R for Ricky.
Hello, everybody.
And we got the K for Kyle.
Hello.
And then you got the quiet S here, Sheen, hosting for the night. I'll be talking with my three pals here. How are y'all doing today?
Doing good.
Can't complain. Yeah, doing good.
Doing decent.
Nice. It's been quite stormy over here. We've just been getting rain nonstop.
Yeah, you're welcome.
How dare you?
I'm waiting for you guys to send it my way, because we've been teased over here.
It's not gonna come your way. It blew the other direction.
I know, but we getting teased over here with rain.
The rain is edging you. It's right at the edge of your state.
It is.
It drizzles and then it warms up, heats up the cement, makes it all misty and muggy and stuff, and then, sits like that for a little while, then it'll drizzle again and repeat the process over and over until, every street in town's a sauna.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'd love a sauna. That'd be nice.
You won't when you live out here?
You won't love a sauna out there.
No, you will not.
My state is very indecisive state. It never knows what to do in May, so it'll be cloudy, then it'll be hot, and then it'll rain the next day. Who knows? 2 weeks from now, it might snow.
Glorious.
I would love
Yeah.
some snow over here.
Not on your guys' side of the world. Well, I mean, yeah, you guys do get
This side's
a
fine.
little bit of snow.
I get like
yeah.
a rare occasion
Besides
of a
mine.
1 day snow day, and then it all just disappears.
Oh man, I
Mine
should
in
know how
Ricky's
that
state,
felt.
though. If we get snow, we're dead.
It's true.
Everybody in this county is dead.
It's nice and sunny over here, 45 degrees in here, nice and breezy. Everyone in McKinleyville is dead. Got 101,000 degrees heat.
Is that 10,201 degrees?
Oh, man.
That meme was great.
That's amazing.
That was great.
But no, weather's been what it is. How's it going with you, good host?
It's not too bad. Just working along, enjoying the day-by-day process, and trying to keep the yard down after all the storming. Other than that, pretty relaxed and chill.
No, it's my turn to Jumanji in your house.
It's great. I'm
It's
ready.
being overtaken by all the plants. Just rip the house in half.
I hated and loved Jumanji so much. Such a good movie. But then they had to have giant black widows in it. And I'm like, nope.
I was going to say the giant spiders got you.
Oh, yeah, giant spiders get me all the time.
Now, I got to irk with that movie, too. And what makes me mad is the scene where he gets the axe and he starts chopping at the spider. I understand it's a movie and it's not realistic, but he was nowhere close to hitting the spider.
No.
Like, every hit.
It's a spider.
I was like, and then, yeah, but...
No.
He wasn't
barely-
even hitting it hard.
No, it barely
I know.
even moved back. He was like,
At least
and
give
then
it a
dropped
good
the axe forward
uppercut
and-
swing into the mouth.
Yeah, then it wasn't like they were speed moving. Those guys were slow. He even slowly walked towards Ron Williams.
It's a giant spider. I'm sorry. I think I would lose all rational thought if I saw a giant black widow walking towards me.
If I got an axe,
I'm not losing any thought.
I'm going straight
Yeah.
for the legs.
I'm not getting close to that thing. No.
I would. If my
You
choices
can.
was to die by the spider because you're literally trapped in an attic,
Well,
or
if I'm trapped
kill
in
it
the
with the
attic,
axe,
there's something
yeah, that's what was happening.
I do kind of agree with Dennis a little bit, though. If they're fast-walking giant spiders coming at us, yeah, I might flinch a little bit.
I'm
I mean,
gonna freeze.
yeah, if they're fast
scared.
moving like spiders running at me and they're like the size of medium-sized dogs, I'm sprinting away. I'm not fighting that thing. But if I have to sit there and defend myself, I'm going to take that axe and do better than the child monkey did.
Hey, I remember his window. That window was perfectly good jumping. All right, I swear I would have gone straight out that window.
you know what?
I love Robin Williams, but no.
I was going to say he probably would die, but he was part monkey at that time. He
Aim
very
for
well
the
could've
bushes,
lived.
Dennis.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not aiming for no bushes. I'm just aiming for that street. I'll die. I don't care.
There goes my hero.
Hero, watching magic years.
All you see is a giant monkey child running out the street. Giant spiders chasing him. I'd be freaking out.
That's the one thing I would be sad about if that was me. Like the fact that he turned back into a regular child again. I mean, time got all changed after all that. But I was like, dang, I want to be part monkey. It's like I had skills.
Had some athletic jumping going on.
He stopped existing for a good while.
He did. They took them out of existence.
You're not a postman, are you?
By all technicality, they lucked into getting born again.
Yeah, very much. They could have not been them at all.
That's very true.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been the reverse.
That could have straight up butterfly affected.
Yeah, Robin Williams could have just deleted those children from existence.
True, but at least he got to be a child again and have a family himself.
That's true.
You know, that is the funny thing, too, when you think about it, because they both remembered everything that happened. So that means those were just like two adults trapped in children's bodies.
Years.
But at least the girl had a shot because she went through education and stuff, so she probably would have had a much easier time getting through school again.
Yeah, true.
I feel like probably memory based, and you gotta think about it too, like, we don't get stronger memory as we grow older. So it was probably fragmented. So
don't
maybe
You never know.
They seem to remember exactly the day that the parents were gonna go and
that's
take
true,
that
but
skiing trip.
that's a traumatizing spot, and that's one memory of something that's like a real good core memory. But ask yourself right now, Dennis, if I tell you, hey, what was the math test you took February 14th back in 2004? You're not going to remember that. That's what I'm saying there. Like, you'll remember core things. Maybe you'll remember some stuff that you can play the lottery and cheat the system. But
In the stock market.
yeah, there's just a lot of memory though that you're not going to retain. Like even if
I'm
you
not
go
saying
back,
you're going to remember everything, but like if she studied to be a psychologist or whatever, she'd have that kind of information on hand and know where to go to make things easier, is what I'm saying.
That's very true. It'd be Back to the Future knowledge. I'd go play the lottery, or not lottery. I would go do like horse races, or be like, yeah, I bet everything on the Yankees.
Gotta do a record on the VHS.
Oh yeah.
Oh, record on the VHS.
Yep.
No, I'd pit stock markets and things that were never going to take off. I'd be like, oh yeah, this dude's inventing a company called Apple. I'll put stock in that.
Yeah, but even as a kid, you can just go, Papa, you might want to look into this company. I hear they're going to get big.
Microsoft,
Heck yeah.
FamIT.
Is it 2045 with the Nickelodeon slime time capsule thing, or is that already done?
That's coming up. I think.
Isn't it? I thought it was done, wasn't it?
No, I think it's coming up.
What is it? It's 20 years, right? Or is it 25 years?
From what I just looked up here, the Nickelodeon's 1992 time capsule, filled with items popular among children at the time, to be opened in 2042.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Coming up.
We're nowhere close.
No.
We're gonna be ancient.
But the funny thing is, we're gonna be old.
Yeah, I won't exist.
What is it? 42? We're at 25.
I'll be dissected.
Older than we already are. The audience with us last time we did a podcast talking about the nostalgic cartoons.
God, yeah. How you like it, 80-year-old fan base?
I miss
Oh
it.
no. You know what makes me sad? That means if anybody who watches us who's like 80 years old most likely won't be alive by the time that happens.
Dang.
So supposedly this thing's been dug up twice beforehand.
Oh wow.
Wait, what?
Just a quick little Google search on it. The Nickelodeon time capsule, buried in 1992 at Nickelodeon Studios and Universal Studios Orlando, was relocated after the studios closed.
Oh, no.
It was reburied at the Nickelodeon Suites Resort in 2006, and again at the Nickelodeon Animation Studio in Burbank, California, upon the hotel's closure in 2016. The capsule is scheduled to be open on April 30th, 2042.
Now, although it was dug up, as long as they didn't open it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Trying to
But-
imagine. Yeah, you can keep a time capsule there for however many years, but keeping a landmark, that's a lot harder.
Yeah. That is very hard to do.
I will say this, though, and this is kind of a dark thought. It might be a little messed up to go back to that with all the information we have now with some of the stuff that's been going on at
thinking the
Nickelodeon.
same
yeah.
thing with that one dude. Yeah.
Like, everything that's been going on, all the, like, the documentaries and stuff that have been coming out where it's been, like, a nightmare behind the scenes where kids were kind of abused and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
producer
are
guy.
we sure we want to leave this for 2042, or do we want to check this thing for some possible evidence before some statutes of limitation are up?
Oh, they're
Is,
probably already done. For a lot of the
Probably
children
already
actors, they're done, yeah. The statue's met.
Is Cartoon Network still on the TV channels? I thought it was being discontinued.
I think it's just no. It's still on. It's just it doesn't really have anything new. I was watching it when I was on the cruise last year.
I see.
Yeah, I
The
don't think
last time I saw Cartoon Network, it was all Teen Titans Go.
Uh,
Yep.
Yeah, it was Teen Titans Go, Amazing World of Gumball, and then Eddie was on at night.
nice.
So
Always.
that was nice. Then Adult
Because I
Swim.
think did they discontinue Boomerang, or did they make that a
Yeah,
different
I was about to
channel
say
altogether?
Cartoon Network's
Discontinued.
turning into the next Boomerang.
I think Boomerang's
Boomerang
done
gone.
for.
Boomerang
Yeah.
is gone.
That
I haven't heard
hurts.
anything about Boomerang.
Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny.
Like, I remember Boomerang had more of the classic cartoons, which, funny enough,
Quest.
going through those eras, it's just like, oh yeah, Boomerang, it had the Flintstones, the Jetsons, Johnny Quest and stuff.
Yep.
And then we hit, like,
Johnny Quest.
Right.
now we're hitting the era where it's like, oh yeah, it's got all the classic cartoons, Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Lab, it's got Johnny Bravo, and it's like, wait a minute, hold on, no, that's not classic. That shouldn't be classic.
It is
It
classic.
I go through that now when I listen to the classic rock station with a lot of my 90s music in there.
Yeah, stuff that's becoming... No, if it's 90s stuff, it's classic now. Because I talk to kids now these days. I don't even know how to put this, honestly. I got my picture taken at work from a coworker who wanted to prove to her husband that she works with a bunch of children. And she took a picture of me next to one of the cashiers who's like 19 years old.
Mm.
And I was like, why does she do that? And he's like, oh, she wanted to prove to her husband that she works with children. I'm like, excuse me? I'm like, children? For one, thank you, ma'am, but you're very wrong.
Yeah, you're in your 30s.
I am old, I assure you. Now, granted, she's like 55, so she beats me, for sure. But still, like... And then I talked to him, and I was talking to him about the cartoons he was really into, and he was more into, like, the Drake and Josh stuff. He didn't really watch a lot of cartoons, but he had no idea who Johnny Bravo was, Dexter's Lab,
Ouch.
Ed, Ed and Eddie, Cow and Chicken, Cat and Dog, Courage the Cowardly
Oh.
Dog. He had no idea who any of these were. And he's 19 years old.
Me and Ricky were
So,
just talking about
yes.
Cow and Chicken earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were.
It's ancient now. It's old. It's considered old. That is our old cartoons.
I'm
Where my
just
mom will
Eddie.
sit there and talk about her old cartoons. No, our old cartoons are now that stuff, and it's now Johnny Bravo.
Speaking of an old cartoon, do you guys remember when they tried to make certain older cartoons from the Hanna-Barbera era into modern day 90s stuff? Like Johnny Quest was like a teenager and it had like an opening rock theme.
The
It's
New
just like-
Adventures of Johnny Quest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys
Yeah, the
remember that?
readventures.
I remember that, but the other thing, Dennis, is you're saying that like they're not doing that right now. There's some cartoon out that I don't have the channel, so I wouldn't have seen it, but it's like Jellystone Park or whatever, and it's all those classic like Hanna-Barbera kind of cartoons. Yogi Bear. Boy, that's bad on my part that I blank on everybody. Huckleberry Finn. No,
Oh,
Huckleberry
yeah.
Hound. That's who that
Yeah,
is.
Huckleberry Hound. I was like, wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
Huckleberry Finn is something totally
Mark
different.
Twain, yeah.
Yeah, that's Mark Twain.
Got Snagglepuss.
So they actually are doing something like that. Oh my god.
I like the Johnny Quest where it was going from cartoon to digital 3D.
That's New Adventures of Johnny Quest. I grew up watching that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That
They
was
did the
like-
same thing for... What was the one with the shark and the band?
Jabberjaw.
Jabberjaw, yeah, where he was with the Pussycats.
Yeah, they brought that back. That got a rehash. And not recently, that was years ago. But
Yeah.
they did the same thing with that.
The only one that ever really comes back and sticks around for a decent while is Scooby-Doo.
Well, yeah,
Powerpuff Girls.
we're
Tank-
not talking about that.
Tanked hard.
I
We're
was
not
just
talking
watching
about that
like
one.
the top, the evolution of the Scooby-Doo songs.
Yeah. Oh, I miss the old Scooby-Doo songs.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to say this, Kyle. The Powerpuff Girls reboot, I think, was in the same vein as Teen Titans Go, where it's basically only held together by the cast and crew's vitriol towards the classic people.
Yeah.
Who
Oh,
are
no.
saying, this is bad, but Cartoon Network's just like, we're going to keep it going.
Yeah, they
no,
just do it to rag on people like us.
Yeah, it got bullied into oblivion, and now the live action might finally happen. Which I don't want to say the words finally like I'm excited, but they talked about it years ago, and now they're trying
Yes.
again. It's like,
No.
please don't do it. Please
I
don't
heard
do it.
the opposite.
The Powerpuff Girls had a great origin movie back in the day when it started out.
Who did?
Powerpuff Girls, they had a good movie.
Oh,
Yeah, and it took from like everything that happened in the show, like revealing that Mojo Jojo is the reason the Powerpuff Girls even came to be.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and actually building off of that.
You guys remember the leader of the Green Gang?
Yeah.
That guy? Ace? Yeah, he was a replacement bassist for Murdoch and the Gorillas for a little while,
Gorillas,
right?
yeah. They even had a crossover video.
I think there was rumors going around that he was dating Noodle.
Hmm.
Well, not Noodle.
Oh.
What's the girl's?
Noodle.
Is it Noodle?
It's Noodle.
It's Noodle.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Noodle.
Thank you. I forgot. But yeah, that was a whole thing going on.
I remember spending a day just learning about the Gorillas lore and how their songs is actually a story based, and it's fun starting from the beginning and learning about the
Same
story.
thing.
Oh yeah, like during the song Clint Eastwood, the drummer is supposed to be possessed by a buddy of his that was murdered in a gang shooting or something like that, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I did a lot of deep diving with the Gorillas. I really like those guys.
I was just shocked it was just 2 people
Yeah, it's 2 people.
that are the main cast. There's a drummer that stuck with them for quite a while, but even he got switched around a few times.
Yeah.
I think the Gorillas even had a bunch of webtoons going on that kind of dove into more stuff.
Yes, I believe it was. It was for the one CD before and during the time that Murdoch was in prison, I think. I have to look back into it.
I know not. I did research a very long time ago on them.
Yeah. They're still going. Yeah, they just did a
yeah.
CD recently.
Wow. I just looked up the Gorillas cartoons and stuff, and just one of them, the one that I kind of remember off the top of my head, the Eel episode, uploaded 17 years ago.
Oh,
And
wow.
that's not even the original uploader, I don't think. So that shows you how long it's been.
Oh yeah, and they did have one before that too. They had one in 02, I think it was. I can't remember. It's been so long.
That's why I said it was a long time. It was like 04 when I was like really into them, looking them up.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
It was a very long time ago for me. Speaking like as if 04 was a long time ago. It was like just a measly 21 years ago.
Yeah, a measly 21 years ago for us, right?
Yeah.
04.
That's what half our lives probably ish. I can't math.
How's
That was
everybody's
my
knees doing?
freshman year.
Did you say how's everybody's knees?
Yeah.
I don't talk about
fine.
that. No, mine are
because I
not
can
fine.
still hop off the back of a truck, but that's about it.
No.
Oh, I'm making myself sad. I went to their official page and I'm just scrolling back. Oh god, Clint Eastwood official video 8 years ago.
Oh yeah, that's not even true because that's an
Yeah, it can be
That's
true. Yeah,
that's-
That's
old
further
video.
back.
yeah.
That's not the original upload.
I'm not saying this is on their official channel. What I'm saying is that's what I see right now.
Okay.
I'm still going back. I think that was like them uploading it for higher quality and stuff when bands and stuff kind of migrated to YouTube
Yeah.
for better quality stuff.
Yeah, because I watched Clint Eastwood back in high school. I was like, yeah, it's been more than 8 years ago.
Shoot,
Yeah, I'm seeing
sophomore year came out, Kyle, I believe, for us. It was sophomore year.
Yes,
Clint Eastwood?
because did Clint Eastwood come out in the same album with Windmill?
No, it did not.
No,
it was
Windmill was
the
way
album
further
before
back.
that.
It was the
all
album
right.
because I
And
watched
it wasn't
Windmill when
Windmill.
I watched
That was
Windmill
that
when I was like in.
So, Windmill. It's not called Windmill. It's called something.
Well, I
Feel Good
I know.
Inc.
Yeah,
Thank
Feel
you,
Good.
Feel
Inc.
Good Inc.
Yeah,
Feel good.
But whenever
the
Feel
actual
Good
name
Inc.
of
came
CD
out,
too.
when I watched or watched whatever Feel Good Inc. I was in freshman year.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
so Clint Eastwood was before that.
2007 or 2006 for me.
I hit the end of it, guys. The end of their official channel. The first video that's available here. Gorillas Dare Animatic 15 years ago.
That's not even that. No, because Dare is actually on Feel Good Inc. So that's not. So that's probably the closest to being true. Oh man, but I don't think that's even true.
Right here.
Well, if you think
Dare
about this,
Animatic 15, Feel Good Inc. Animatic 15 years ago. Their first official music video on here, supposedly. Kids with Guns official video 15 years ago.
so what is it now? What was that? 2004. I would have been a freshman,
Yes, because me
Yeah,
and
so-
same year.
and
freshmen.
that's when I would have seen Feel Good Inc.
Yeah, the first time I saw most of the gorilla stuff was, funny enough,
Wonder if it's
on
true.
Toonami.
Oh, that seems like something. That seems like something Toonami would do.
Yeah, because they did that kind of thing. I remember it was gorillas, and there was the harder, faster, stronger with those blue-skinned characters.
Daft Punk, yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
love them.
yeah.
I love that
Oh,
video.
First Daft Punk
Dennis,
music video.
we are wrong. It is sophomore year. It was 2005.
Yeah, I was just about to say we are
Yeah.
off by a year, but Clint Eastwood, it was 01.
Oh
It
yeah.
was 01 came out, so that's when the video came out originally. Oh man,
Yeah, so that was probably more the MTV era. But like I said, on here, I think that's just when they were uploading more of the animated music videos for better quality.
Well, yeah, because you got videos from like the Beatles or stuff like that. They'll be like, "Oh, this was first uploaded like 12 years ago." It's like, well, that's definitely not when the song came out.
You said Clint Eastwood
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
when?
01 was when the video was released, so it was around that year, maybe maybe 2000 or 01. It's
I
around
don't.
when the
I
CD
don't know
probably came
about
out.
that. I was living with
Yeah.
my father at the time, and I remember watching Clint Eastwood when I lived with my mother, and that was during the '90s.
Well,
Nope.
they would,
No,
they
there
would
was
rerun that.
no, yeah, it's released in 2001 for
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood.
So the Gorillas have a very extensive like catalog. Like some of their other greatest songs, like "Tomorrow Comes Today" or "Tomorrow Something Today."
Tomorrow comes today.
Tomorrow comes today.
Okay, so I was right the first time. "Tomorrow Comes Today" was like I think a year before Clint Eastwood, maybe a CD or two before that one came out. And you, Kyle, actually had the CD that Clint Eastwood was originally on. It was that 19200 CD.
Tomorrow Comes Today was also 2001.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's another one before that I remember too.
Yeah.
I just looked up Clint Eastwood specifically for this, and I had to make sure that it's just like, make sure it's gorillas, because just like, oh, Clint Eastwood was born in this, and it's like, I don't think gorillas existed in that year.
No.
No.
Yeah.
But looking it up, according to the Gorillaz wiki, it was released on the 31st of January 2001 on .music.com.
Oh shoot! Oh wow! That was a long time ago. I don't even think.
.music.com.
Yeah, I don't think dot music is around anymore.
Probably
not, no.
This is probably a dead link, but more than likely somebody's hijacked it by now.
Probably. Who knows with the way that music goes nowadays?
Yeah, it's wild to come to these and see some of the stuff. Like, see, the animatics look pretty interesting. I love this too. They even have live performances.
I was so jealous. My friend was telling me that he went to a live concert of the Gorillaz, and the way they start out is you don't even see the actual people playing. They drop a screen down in front of the musicians, and they have a 3D screening of the characters they portray on the screen, and that's what you watch.
The original VTubers.
Yep, I was
Yep,
about to say, it's like,
pretty much.
it's like that's
The
not far
YouTubers.
off from the stuff I watch now these days. Like,
Yep.
I've watched so many people who are not real in concerts.
Hearing that
Yeah,
back in the
yeah.
day, though, when I heard the news, it was like that was like futuristic technology. It's like that's
Oh,
amazing.
absolutely.
Common. Well, actually, no. It was not as common, but it was still done. So you guys know of Styx, or at least know of the song "Mr. Roboto," right?
Oh yeah,
So
The Domo
original-
Arigato.
Well, yes. When they released the song, it actually had a movie that goes along with it, like the CD does, and they would play that CD and movie, or not CD, but they would play that movie during the concert. So they didn't have like the Roboto outfit and stuff all on stage, but they did actually play a movie along with it, or at least that's what I found out. I have to look more into it again, but
That's not very uncommon either. There's quite a few big concerts that went with the live projector screen that would have something going on in the background, whether the person was out there or not. But from what kind of Sheen's going over for the Gorillas, they're one of the first ones. Well, I'm not gonna say one of the first ones, but one of the ones who did it like pure CGI, pure 3D, or pure just screen only.
hmm
Yeah, because I think those, if I were to take a wild stab, definitely pre-recorded stuff that were set to a like a performance type thing. Because I distinctly remember watching one of the live replays, And I remember the dude with the blue hair and lack of eyes, the lead singer, kind of reacting to one of the guys on stage, and it's like, well, if they've got a rig or something, then that would make sense. Or if it's like kind of a preset performance type deal,
Definitely cheaper to do a preset performance. Now these days they do have live feed both ways so they can respond to each other.
Yeah, because bodily tracking is much easier now.
Oh,
So-
so much better.
I went back to look at it. So it was a short movie made by the band called Kilroy Was Here. It was played in the beginning of each concert during their during their 83 and 84 tour. So they would actually play a whole little movie beforehand that was made by the band. But yeah, you guys are correct where they weren't the ones that
No.
originally did what we would know as VTubing nowadays.
Yeah, unfortunately it VTubing now these days because there was Hatsune Miku concerts before VTubers were doing what they were doing, and people would pay so much money to go to those.
Yeah,
This
she was good.
turned into a music podcast.
Right?
I love it. I love it because I love music.
It'll be like the Pepe Sylvia meme where everybody's just like, okay, this connects here, this connects here, this connects here.
It's
and it all links back to music.
connected.
It's all connected.
The red strings of destiny.
Oh no.
It's Pepe Sylvia. And just like, Carol!
Oh God,
Oh no. I don't think I know that reference. So
I
I'll
don't
be
either.
happy.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh,
I
I
did
need
not
to
watch
watch
that
that.
My regrets of not continuing it. I really wish I did.
Don't worry, I'll send you guys the clip. Or just for the sake of things, I'll put Pepe Sylvia, that meme image, on the screen.
There
Danny
you go.
DeVito has made me want to watch that show so bad.
He's so good. He's so
He's such a
good.
good actor.
The whole cast is good though because there's an episode that Matt used to show me where it's like the brother and sister I think got addicted to and the other two are like, oh boo-hoo, did someone get addicted to
So it's just our group. Got it.
basically. No, it's good. I tried. I watched it 3 different times starting from the first episode. I just need to sit down. Same thing with How I Met Your Mother, but I made it farther in How I Met Your Mother.
It came out those two shows came out.
Yeah, I binged that back in college.
I still hate the ending.
Me too, Ricky.
When did
Me
those
too.
shows come out, Ricky? Do you remember?
How I Met Your Mother, I don't remember exactly. It came out not too long after Friends wrapped up, I think. But let me
Okay.
see here.
Yeah, not
I think
too
we've
far
actually
from it.
talked about
We
this.
have talked about this, yeah. It didn't come out that long after Friends.
Right, so-
And then Always Sunny was nearby the Workaholics generation of TV shows.
Okay.
Ricky, when I
Okay,
finished
so-
How I Met Your Mother, I was living with my roommate Ramon in college, and he's just minding his own business in the living room, and I have my door closed. I finish it, and I come out, and I just started ranting him for like 20 minutes, like, it's like this, all that time. And he's just like, yeah? Pretty upset, huh, bro?
That's exactly how we.
I never finished it, but I've heard from. Apparently, it's bad, but not too bad because she knows this person. But we had a friend named Levi, and I think he's watched How I Met Your Mother like 10 times.
It is good,
To
regardless.
completion.
Funny enough, I've seen a bunch of essays kind of about it because I'm a sucker for that kind of thing of people discussing film or stuff like that. And the main problem with the ending of How I Met Your Mother is that, of course, you understand, oh yeah, it's going to end with him meeting the mom.
Spoiler
No
warning.
spoilers, Ricky. Yeah, no spoilers. I'm just gonna say no to it because I someday wish to finish it.
You'll be by yourself on that one. I don't watch these.
He meets
TV
the
shows.
mother. That I'll say that much.
How dare you?
But
How dare
Well,
you do this to me?
to go back to the earlier thing, Friends, the last episode was May 6th, 2004. And then How I Met Your Mother, the first episode aired September 19th, 2005.
Yeah, I think around that time I was watching mainly cartoons, so I didn't watch a lot of TV shows around that time. I still haven't.
That would have ended cartoons just about for me and started anime.
I gotta
Oh wait, you're right. It was anime at that time because I was.
I
Yeah,
gotta show you guys
cartoons,
this video
high school.
of How I Met Your Mother. This video where they were making fun of it. I think it's the 2 kids that were portrayed in the couch They're older now, and they're in the video, and they're like, "That's it. That's the end of the story. You made us sit here for 20 years. I missed high school. I haven't gone to the bathroom in 3 days."
I've seen that. I haven't seen like the bit, but I've seen like somebody use that in a clip, and it's just like, you made us sit here for that.
That makes me so eager to finish that show.
But I will say this: like, How I Met Your Mother was a much better experience when it was still like going, because, and this isn't a spoiler, but they would do a bunch of goofy stuff in it, like the guy Barney.
Yeah.
He would set up like most of his plays and stuff. But the amazing thing was you could actually look up the sites that like he would say are ploys and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Like he'd make this fake doctorate or whatever, and you could actually Google it and you would find the actual page. One of my favorites is the slap bet, which no context for this, but the guy Marshall, he makes slapcountdown.com. And it was an actual working site that was counting down to the episode release.
That's awesome.
On Thanksgiving.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I love when stuff would do that. There was a lot of stuff back when we were younger that would do these little internet things because the internet was just getting more popular.
It was a very popular thing. I did that with Dude, Where's My Car? Watching that for the first time. It's like, call me sometime. Look me up, freakincage.com. He actually had a website.
It was like an ARG type thing.
Yep.
Stranger Things did it with the pizza business inside there. They advertised their phone number. If you called the phone number, it would go to a voicemail of the pizza company.
Oh yeah. I think you were trying to get me into Stranger Things. That's another thing I haven't touched.
Yeah, I'm thinking
about
about that. There was a game that did that, God of War, where if you beat it like 100% or whatever, it gave you a phone number that you could call, and it would be Kratos talking to you.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I have all the regrets not finishing that game then. Well, not 100%ing it anyway.
Yeah, I don't even know if the number still works. I think somebody called it, and it leads to a naughty phone line now.
Yeah, because you gotta think about it, they're paying to have that. So they're only going to keep it for as long as they need the advertisement to exist.
Sounds more rewarding than South Park trying to 100% Guitar Hero.
You are F word.
Yeah, I was like, we can't say that, but...
I'm not gonna do it.
are!
Yep.
South Park got away with
so
much
after
stuff.
that episode came out.
Dude, that was such a rude episode, Dennis, because me and you were really into Rock Band and Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
And my dad would just make fun of us with that one word because after he watched that episode.
Dude, South Park influenced your dad too much.
So many jokes.
He's a grown man. He's influenced by South Park
Where do you think
way
I get
too
my
much.
humor from, dude? Come on. I'm a grown man now, and I have still the same snarkiness that my dad has.
It's still one of my favorite movies is the South Park creators themselves portraying in basketball.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a good movie. I used to watch a lot of that all the time.
My friends would always call me Squeak.
You're definitely Squeak.
Is he Squeak?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
I'm
trying to think.
I'm pretty sure I know who Sheen is.
No, my friends call me Squeak all the time. I know of 3 movies
from those guys.
Yeah, even Squeak would put out, I would not.
Wait, who's Squeak again from that?
That's
not a little bitch, is it?
He's the little bitch, yes.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
he's the third wheel of the team.
He is.
Yeah. I'm the short little dude just trying to...
That's why I thought maybe you were losing it, Dennis. I'm like, does he not know Squeak? He's literally like
because I know him from his actual name.
He's like the 4'2" small guy. He's always in between them.
Dude's having a motivational speech to the 2 guys that are fighting. He's just trying to tell him, like, knock it off. Well, he's in a pineapple suit before he gets launched.
Yep. Yeah. You're for sure Squeak. Absolutely.
Yeah, I know.
Squeak. Oh, that's so great.
When they're in the locker arguing and he gets in between them.
Yeah.
Oh, my
and this,
God.
they just look down at him.
Certain prosthetics show up.
Yeah, I know.
God, I love that movie.
Oh, my God. Yeah, it's so great.
when the woman that they're both trying to date sees them and then throws a paper on the prosthetics. Yeah.
She just can't even get her words straight.
Oh, Sheen, I want to take a look and see if I can find pictures of Squeak. There's a little action figure of Squeak for base
course
control.
it is.
I'm going to see if
much
I can see if I can
how
locate it. That's what I'm going to try to find. I want to buy it and
Find
send
out.
it to you.
Me and you can go halfsies on it if it's a lot.
Send it to Sheen.
I'd frame it. It'd go on the wall.
Yeah.
Does it have his actual name or does it say Squeak on it? I need
I
to
think
know
it says.
these
I
things.
think it says Squeak. Let me take a look.
Ah, come on, because
That'd
they
be so
actually
good.
told him that's not his name. That was legitly they made it into his contract in that, like, it's not his name.
No, it does not say Squeak. What's
So
his
it's
name?
just-
Squeak Scolari.
What am I looking at here?
It should be.
It's
I don't want to keep saying
it's
the
blurry
word.
beyond all belief.
Well, it should be LB. Something that's with LB. I don't
Oh
keep
no, it
saying
is. Yeah, no, it is. Squeak Squirrely. I'll
Oh,
send a
come
picture
on.
to you guys. I'll send it to you guys.
Now
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
gonna buy it.
I don't know
It's
how
supposed
real
to
it
be
is.
the other word.
Well, that's no. He still needs it.
Oh no, I know he needs it. We're gonna get that for him.
He needs it.
Oh, Ricky already sent it. There you go.
Yeah, about to look at this.
Oh, great. Now we're gonna have to put that in the video.
Well, of course we are, Kyle.
Jumanji, basketball, definitely some good movies.
It's so tiny.
It is. That's why I want it for him. It's like a child figure.
It is great.
Granted, I'm making fun of him like this, and he's taller than I am.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
well, you know.
Short's just a state of mind.
It's both Sheen and Squeak are taller than I am.
That's crazy.
You know what's funny, Sheen? A lot of people, especially for how short me and you are, think like, oh, we're definitely like taller than like Cat Williams and oh god, Kevin Hart and them like that. No, they're taller than I am.
Kevin Hart's taller than
I'm
us?
yeah, we are short. Well, maybe not you, but I'm shorter than Kevin Hart and Cat Williams.
Well, to be fair, every time I see Kevin Hart, he's standing next to Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, or Shaquille O'Neal or something like that. He's just
Yeah.
way too. That's not fair though,
At least
man.
you're not as small as Hornswoggle, you know.
Oh, do you know
Oh,
who?
yeah, Hornswoggle.
Speaking of that, I can't talk about the place I used to work in the past, but a certain store I worked at, Shaq actually went into the store, but the day I wasn't working.
That sucks to be you.
Yeah, dude.
We
Can you
could've met
imagine if
Shaq.
I could? Well, not even the fact of meeting him, but can you imagine I could have got a picture next to him?
Oh yeah.
You
It
say
would've been
Jack
funny.
Black?
My top. No,
No, Shaq.
Shaq.
Oh,
Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq. Nice.
Yeah, he went into the store I worked at. Well, I was not there that
The
day.
on
And
and only good Laker that's still around.
dude, I just wanted to stand next to him to see how tall he was. He was going there to get shoes because we actually carried his shoe size.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Really? Wait, hold up. Oh. I didn't know you were talking about that job. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about your other job.
No, this is back in the day job. Yeah, we actually carried his shoe size, and he came into that store, Dennis.
You came into that store?
Yeah, that store.
Did you call Dad after and rub it in his face?
No, I wasn't there. I didn't know about it until the next day.
I would have told Dad.
Dang.
And just like,
How'd you miss him?
They even. I was literally not working. I was probably with you guys, honestly. And then the
Dang.
next day, like my old manager there is like, "Look at this, Kyle," and showed me video of him on the video camera. I'm like, "No way!" And I talked to my cashiers, like, "Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal came in." I'm like, "What the heck?" It's like no one called me.
Showed
I
you
would've
a
ran there.
video on a video camera. How about a photo on his phone? Jeez.
No
Dude,
photo on his phone.
that
I don't
I would
know.
have
was-
gotten a
I
picture
don't know
with
if
him.
anybody. I don't think anybody asked.
that was
think they're-
when I was gone, huh? It had to be.
Most
Because you weren't
likely.
working there when I was out there.
No, I was.
No,
just didn't You didn't visit.
when I
me.
came out to visit, you were still working there. But
No. I worked there before you left.
really,
Yeah, because you were the only friend who never came to my job.
The
Well,
audience
I don't
is
like
just
your
like,
job,
where
so,
did he
yeah.
work? Where is this at?
Yeah,
would-
dox him, dox him now.
You were the only
could.
one who didn't visit me at work.
He was.
you know what's the sad thing is? I was probably the closest one to be able to visit him too. from
You
where
were
I was
literally
staying.
next to
Yeah.
my job. You were no
Yeah.
more than like 4 minutes away, and you're like,
it was
Walking
a bike
distance.
ride.
yeah,
it was
you
a
could.
bike ride.
No, you could have walked there, but your
Easy
whole thing
walk.
was
I coulda
like,
walked
I don't want to
there.
bother my
No, I
friends
was
at work.
living- I was living with my dad, so no, I couldn't walk there. I had to ride my bike, but yeah.
No, not there.
Yeah.
You could have walked
Go.
there.
Kyle, you want me to rub some salt in this wound?
What's that?
So, job I used to work at, I'm not going to disclose what it is, but it was customer service. I'm in the back room, and I'm pulling down some stock, and all of a sudden, over the radio, my manager calls me up, and he always called me by my full first name. He didn't call me Ricky. And he goes, there's some people here for you. And I'm like, oh, God, why? And I come up front, and it's Dennis, who just, out of the blue, decided to visit me.
Wait.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
did?
come
Yeah,
and,
you
come
did.
and visit Ricky. He won't visit
Ricky's
me.
more important than you. I told you this already.
Rude.
I did that
It's
once,
true.
Kyle.
You visited me.
Yeah, once, like,
Yeah.
I think I, like, poked on your, like, window, and you're like,
I don't remember doing that.
why the hell are you here?
I really
Of course
don't.
you wouldn't.
Well, I did a lot of things in my life that causes my memory to be bad.
It's true.
Yeah. Well, it could have been worse, Kyle, because there was a time I went to go visit a friend at work, and she wasn't there.
I've done that. I did that to Dennis. I actually visited Dennis at his only job he ever had out there.
Well, the sad thing is, Kyle, I wasted my lunch break to go do it.
You're a fool.
Wait.
I've also done that too.
Where the hell did that work out here that you
You-
came to visit me?
Not where you're at now, where you
No,
worked
that's what I
before.
meant out there.
Yeah, a business that's no longer in business anymore. Your only job you ever had out there. You never worked anywhere else.
The business that no
Well,
longer is in business.
Not true. I did work at the place that you worked at. The sign place.
Oh, yeah.
We're still probably employed.
Oh, my God. That's... No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I got fired.
Oh,
I got
okay.
fired from there.
You might want to check,
Dennis,
Shane.
Dennis and the other one are probably still... Did I get you
I'm
employed
not
there,
employed in
Shane?
there. I quit.
We were discussing that we had ended up getting hired by the same sign waving company at a certain time back then. And we
Yeah,
just
it
never
was
heard
great.
back from them whatsoever, nor were we ever
No.
fired.
Yeah, you're indefinitely on call. The only way you can be fired from them is if they try to call you on call and you say no, which is what they did to me. Oh God, how many years later was it? It was like 8 years later. They called me and asked if I wanted to work, and I'm like, "Excuse me, who is this?" And they're like, "Oh, it's us." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "You don't work here no more." And they're like, "Well, if you don't take the job, then it's like then we're gonna have to let you go." I'm like, "Please do." And so they fired
Imagine
me.
just
I was like,
calling
"All right."
15 years later
I
trying to
actually just
ask, like, you want to
quit.
do some sign waving? It's like, sign waving? Go get a billboard.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pay for it.
What a dangerous
more-
job that job is, though, for cost wise. Like anybody who's thinking about doing a sign waving job who's listening to this, most of those signs, especially now this economy, cost upwards to $1,500.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
If you
that's not a
damage
good
it,
job anymore.
it comes out of your paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Yeah, it's insane. I saw
wanna
someone
see
drop
if they-
the sign and it broke the corner. You want to see if they still exist? They do.
No, I know they still
Yeah,
exist. They're out
yeah,
here. But I want to, when I go back out to home, I want to go out to that area where I just said I'm done. I'm not working out here anymore, and see if it like how that area was, because it was boonies except for that one apartment place. Last time I was
Oh,
out there.
you're talking about for the sign wave? No, those places. No, they're big now. Everything busted up. They're big. I know
Yeah,
where you were
'cause
working because you took over my spot.
Yeah, over there by the leather tanning place.
Yeah. So no, they're big now. They got more stuff there.
Oh man, it's just remembering the past with basketball and stuff like that. It's just other movies. I didn't watch a lot, but there was some movies I watched back in the day.
oh yeah. We gotta
No,
do a
I-
whole video for movies.
I was like, hold on, gentlemen. That's my job.
Well, yeah,
All right. Putting on the farmer's hat, we planted these seeds.
Yes, I sowed them. You fools listening to this. You absolute fools.
You have fallen into our vertical trap.
It's true.
Well, with that, I think we should call it a night.
Yes, I would say this would be a good spot to wrap up with a little hint, nudge, middle finger.
Thank you all very much for joining us and hanging out with us in our little podcast. Again, you've been speaking with us with D over here, the Dennis,
hi guys.
R over there for the Ricky,
Au revoir, my friends.
K back there for the Kyle.
Bye. Also, Dennis says goodbye, you fool.
I know I fucked up.
And this has been as your host, Sheen. Probably the most you'll probably hear me.
He's still quite
Probably.
quiet.
Okay.
All right. You all have a great night. Thank you again for joining us.
Good night.
Bye bye.
So long.